In this video, we're going to show you how to write a workout in Swimtraxx Hub. So in the Swimtraxx Hub app, you go to the Plan tab, you go into the season plan that you are going to write the workout into, and then you get the calendar. If you have planned a workout in your seasonal planning macro cycle, you will see a placeholder in your calendar which you can use to start writing the workout. So in this case, as you can see in the previous video, we have planned a workout at 8 a.m. on Friday, August 28th, which should be anaerobic capacity and a 4K workout. So let's dive into that and start writing it. So you can go into the plan and see what the idea was of this workout. So it's the season start mesocycle, which is now in week 305. The focus is the addition of anaerobic work. The week target was a 25.5K volume and a 67 intensity week. And this session was targeted to be 4K. So this specific session would be an anaerobic capacity workout. So let's start writing it out really quickly here. So let's make a very quick warm-up, 400 freestyle with rest 30 seconds, then maybe a 200 IM also with rest 30 seconds, and then a 200 kick with a board. Let's also give them 30 seconds rest on that. Really quick warm-up. Then maybe some sprints to get everything going. Let's say this is a backstroke group. So 425s, fast, at 115, give them enough rest so they can actually execute those sprints, decently. So you can see it's really easy to write out the workout. It goes really fast as you are doing your creative process, and a few things change on the screen. You can see that at the bottom, you have the workout graph, which shows a timeline of your workout with a coloring of which stroke is being swum, and then the intensity of the rep is also being shown in the graph by the height of the blocks. Another thing you can do is you can go to the overview and see the interpretation of the workout. This is mainly as a guidance to understand how the system is interpreting your workout. It's not necessarily something that's important for you, but we'll come back to this later when we finish up our workout. Then in the stats view, you can go into the different stats of your workout. So you can see the distance per stroke type. So this is a 650 freestyle, 150 backstroke workout. You can see the intensity distribution. You can see the distribution between the swimming type. So there's some swimming and there's some kicking here, and we were using a board for 200 meters. The swim and rest balance, and at the bottom you can see the fraction distribution, so 425s, 200s, and 400, which is sometimes interesting to look at if you're mainly looking at maybe not doing the longer distances in the beginning of the season, or if a swimmer is not necessarily allowed due to injury to go that far, or whatever reason you have. A fourth option is to mark attendances. You can mark somebody present, absent, or excused, and you can also add a note of anything that you have to say about that athlete's workout. It's only shared with the coaches. It's not shared with the athletes. So it's only an internal note you can write down. For example, some technique notes, something you want to share with your assistant coach who is on pool deck that day. They can go to that note and see what happened, so you can keep them up to date. And then at the end of the workout, you can also give a perceived effort score, which the athlete gives to you. So if they thought it was a moderate workout, you give them a 4. If it's a hard workout, they can give it an 8. Back to the writing of the workouts. So if you want to have a main set, which you repeat a few times, let's say we have a 4x50 typical anaerobic capacity sets, and we're going to do that in freestyle on a 130 at a 90% intensity. Let's give this another 3 easy in between here. with the rest of a minute to get everything explained. And we want to have them in between those 50s, 100 free easy as well. And let's give them a 2-minute interval for that one. And so here you can see that the workout is shown below, but we can also repeat that set by just putting 4 times in front of it. And then you can see that everything gets adjusted immediately. So this is an easy way to write workouts. There's many options. You can, for example, in the recovery set, let's say we're going to do some aerobic pull at the end of the workout. Let's say we're going to do 4 100s pull with a pull buoy. And we are going to do that back free. And so what you can see here is that there's an alternating back and free right there. But you can also say it's 50-50. So 50 meters, and then you put it in brackets, and you can see that the 50s get actually split up. Obviously, there's no rest yet, so we'll just give that a, let's say, 145 send-off, and you'll see that that's right there. If you're wondering what a specific part of the workouts is in terms of distance or time, you can always go to the stats on top here. So this is a 2.6K workout so far, and it's a little bit over an hour. But if you want to see how long the main set takes, you can just select it as text, and you will see it's a 1,200 workout with a 32-minute duration. And also the stats on the right will be adjusted for that selection, as well as the graph will show that specific set that you selected. So that's an easy way to check volumes while you're writing. And obviously this is also available on web, on your mobile device, or on Mac or on iPad. So you can use it anywhere you like. It's 100% free. And we really look forward to your feedback to it through the app, through the settings page, or at support.swimtraxx.com. Thanks.